Happy Pony. Welcome to the channel. I hope we're all doing very good. I am Melanie, and in today's video, I'm just gonna very simply be talking about whatever I want. Maybe more specifically what I've been doing in my life, how things are, how I am, because I haven't done one of these in a little bit. So today I woke up not feeling very good. I'm not exactly sure why. I think today is just maybe I'm just a bit tired, maybe I didn't get enough sleep, even though I think I did, maybe I just didn't. One thing I want to talk about is baking, because I've recently been picking up baking quite a lot. It's been a very good way to pack the day full of stuff, since most of the time I would just wake up, get on my computer and just kind of browse around until the day eventually ended. So I've been putting in a few things to do in my day so things go a bit quicker. One thing I like doing sometimes is I go for walks. I'll just go for a walk down this nice little footpath by my house, which can be quite therapeutic. I can just listen to music and kind of zone out a bit. But now I've been doing some baking along with that too. More specifically, I've just been baking cookies. I've really just been baking cookies. I've just been baking cookies, really, when I think about it. But because I find it fun, I find cookies fun, and I like to try to perfect things before I move on to the next thing. For a while I was making these banana pancakes every day, and I had it every single day for a couple weeks until I got to the point where I thought, yeah, I can make these very well to the best of my ability. And now I'm doing the exact same thing with cookies. I feel like I do that a lot, and I've been doing that a lot ever since I was a little kid. My first memory of this was I would try and make the perfect sandwich, maybe when I was like 12 years old or so. I think I never perfected it, but I was doing that for like a month. I would try new ingredients in my sandwiches. I tried cooking it in different ways until I would find this perfect sandwich, because for some reason I thought that cooking worked like you just test your luck, you don't need any culinary experience, and then one day you'll come across a recipe that will make you millions. So I just try and make this perfect sandwich at hopes that I'd strike gold and I'd make something unique, and I'd start my like sandwich shop or something. Even now I sometimes think about the sandwich shop. I think it'd be nice to own my own sandwich shop. I used to have a plan with my best friend. We were talking about starting up our own cafe, our own little bakery, even though it's probably quite an unrealistic goal, because it's not that easy. Honestly, it's not that unrealistic. No, I say it again. It was a nice thing to work towards, it was a nice thing to dream about, but I don't think I'm going to be trying to do that anymore. As nice as it'd be, things just don't really work out. We live quite far, and we don't really have the funds or money to start a cafe, and we don't know how to cook very well. But yeah, I was trying to make the perfect sandwich for maybe a good month or something like that. Let me get a bit more comfy. I was trying to make the perfect sandwich like a month, and I think the furthest I got was I'd use a sub roll, and then I'd put in some turkey, but I'd put the turkey in the pan, and I'd put like paprika, onion powder, garlic powder on the turkey, and then I'd put in the bacon, and I'd do the same thing. Then I'd take it out, and then I'd cook the bread in the same pan. I'd toast it in like the fat. Then I'd add barbecue sauce and lettuce, and I'd put the meat in the sandwich, and it was really nice. I didn't look at any recipes when I did it. I probably should have done more research on how sandwiches work. Maybe I should get back into making sandwiches. I always thought the idea of owning my own sandwich shop would be really fun. I actually had this idea when I was younger for a sandwich shop, which was just doing this really like gimmicky stuff, and I think that if this place did exist, it'd probably be one of the biggest places for a short moment. And the idea of this sandwich shop would be you would order sandwiches like a meal, kinda. So each sandwich would be a meal. And what I mean by that is, let me give you a story. The reason why I came up with this. When I was younger, every single time I ate dinner, or any kind of meal, in fact, I would have to have two slices of bread on the side, so I could make a little sandwich of whatever I was eating. It didn't matter what I was eating. It didn't matter if it fit or not. I needed to have it in a sandwich form. If it was curry, I'd put the curry in the sandwich. If it was like shepherd's pie, I'd put the shepherd's pie in the sandwich. You know, you get the point. I'd put anything in it. And I did that for a while. And then I realized I could make this a thing. Like, I could open a sandwich shop and sell things like Vindaloo sandwich, or sell things like roast dinner sandwich, because I'd also have bread in my roast dinner. I'd put like a bit of potato in, I'd put a bit of sausage in, and have a roast dinner sandwich. It was really nice. I'm pretty sure those do actually exist though. But I thought about starting a chain where I would just sell it in that form. In Indian dinner sandwich, American breakfast sandwich, fun stuff like that. And the idea of it was just going to be really extra, and these sandwiches going to be really big. And I was going to get a bunch of like YouTubers to go there, give it some exposure. If anybody's watching this and they're looking to start a business, do that, but give me a cut, please, because I know that'd be successful. But that was the perfect sandwich I made. So now I'm doing the exact same thing, but for cookies. I'm getting quite close. I made a batch yesterday that turned out really well. I think my only issue in that batch was maybe I did a bit too much flour because it came out a tad dry. But my mum really liked them, and that's all that matters. I tried making more this morning, and I tried to add just as little flour as I could because I was curious to see what would happen. I wasn't trying to make the perfect cookie this time. I was just experimenting, putting in less flour to see if things would go wrong or not, and it did. I put in hardly any flour, and when I put them in the oven, it kind of just spread out everywhere. And I put 4 cookies on the tray, and they all just converged into each other and made this really big one whole big flat cookie. So I know next time to put a bit more flour in, but the thing is, I know what happens now, and I learned, and what's more important than learning things? That's the most important thing in life, is learning. So I did that, but I took them out, I let them rest for a second, and I just cut them out with a cookie cutter, so they looked a bit more like cookies, and they were actually really good. I feel like these were the best tasting ones I've done so far, even though they came out looking like the furthest thing from a cookie. My mum liked them. I'm really just making these cookies for my mum. I'll try one cookie, but my mum will have the rest of them. So I'm making them off my mum. When I make cookies for myself, I do these kind of weird things. So for a typical cookie, you'd put in like butter, sugar, flour, and eggs. I try make these like healthy ones because I think it's kind of strange. So they never really end up tasting like a cookie most of the time. So I'll instead do something like, I'm still figuring out what I can substitute with the butter for. But do a bit of like applesauce. I do a bit of yogurt. I feel like that kind of can substitute the butter a bit. And maybe a tiny bit of peanut butter. And then instead of flour, I'll do protein powder. And instead of eggs, I'll do like an egg white. And they come out most of the time really spongy and not cookie tasting. But I think it's quite fun making these really weird, healthy cookies. I feel like they're a completely different thing. And I'm going to keep experimenting with those. So I'm making these full fat, just delicious cookies, and I'm making these strange ones on the side for myself. I also tried making muffins not long ago, but they came out really bad, so I think I'm going to try it again. I think with the muffins I just put in maybe too much flour because it came out really tough, like these really tough muffins. They weren't good at all. But now that I know how making cookies works, I think I could probably do it. If you're interested in my cookie recipe, Here it is with no measurements. Butter, sugar, brown sugar, vanilla extract, egg, flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, cocoa powder, then I'll add chocolate chips in after. That's my recipe, there you go. You are now fit to make the best cookies on earth. There's actually a video of me making cookies on my second channel. The first time I did them, it came out really bad, but I didn't know how to make cookies, and it was kind of just a joke video, so ignore that one. But the second time I did them, they were kind of nice. They don't look the best in the video. I've gotten better at making them now. But if you want to get an idea of what it's like, watch that video, I guess. I actually have a picture of... Do I have my phone with me? Yeah. I'll show you what the cookies I've been making look like. Oh, my mum messaged me. It's nothing. Okay, let me show you these cookies. So, these are the ones I make for myself. Let's turn the brightness down a bit. So these are the, like, healthy-ish ones. See, they come out a bit smaller, but they're actually really nice. These ones are really good. I made these ones today, and they tasted like a cookie. And the reason they taste like a cookie is because I added a bit of flour this time with the protein powder. And the ones I make for my mum look like that. See how thick they are? These are extremely, like, chocolatey and thick. That's how my mum likes it. Because I was talking to her about crumble cookie, because that was something that was interesting to me. If you don't know what crumble cookie is, it's this cookie brand that's been popping off in America. It's just this, like, cookie shop. But their cookies are known to be ridiculously big and extremely thick. Like, when people open them up, it looks like a cake, kinda. They're also a little bit unhealthy and a little bit overpriced, and I think their work environments aren't very nice either. I'm probably never going to try a crumble cookie, but how they looked interested me because I thought I want to make something like that. Apparently crumble cookie keeps on cooking their cookies too, but I think people kind of like that in cookies. To be honest, I think people like raw cookies, because people just eat cookie dough, you know. I tried making edible cookie dough last night, and it came out awful. It just tasted like just protein. I hated it. I looked at his recipe, like, add in three cups of, add in this much protein powder, added it in, the whole thing just tastes like protein powder. It was really bad. If anybody has any edible cookie dough recipes that I can try, let me know. What else do I have to talk about? On the subject of food, I've been seeing on TikTok this content creator called Jelly Bean Sweets, and the reason I bring this up is because I just want to give a little talk about this. Jelly Bean Sweets is this person who, are they mukbangs? Basically, she records herself eating food, and I think that's kind of it. I don't know if she talks in it or not, but she's one of those channels, right? And all of the comments are just so mean to her. It's actually ridiculous. She's like an adult woman who's choosing to eat food and have fun doing it and live her life. And all the comments are like, "Oh, you're gonna turn out like this. You're gonna die. You're gonna become Nikocado Avocado." And if somebody wants to eat food, a lot of it, I don't see why people should tell them to not. Like, that's their choice. The Jelly Bean Sweets knows that, yeah, she's a bit more unhealthy, but she gets to live her life eating food as a job and stuff like that. Like, I went on her page and I saw a little TikTok of her, and she seemed really happy. And I think people should focus on that more, how happy people should be, instead of looking at their weight. Like, oh, she's put on so much weight. It's a bit creepy, being on the internet and paying that much attention to how much weight someone's putting on, because it's not really your business. Small little rant there. I just kind of wanted to mention that because I don't like how much negativity is being brought back into the internet so casually. I don't like how judgmental the internet has. I'd like to be a bit more progressive with how behavior on the internet is. Just things like just the sheer amount of of random hate that people dish out for absolutely no reason. I don't like how that's been a thing on the internet for like decades now. I'm not sure if we'll ever move past that, because like I'm telling a bunch of people, hey, be nice. Some people just aren't nice, but I just wish the internet was more of a happy place personally, because the internet is a happy place. It's what I spend most of my time on. I really love the internet. I really love what it's done for me. Every single time I'm sad, I can go on the internet. I can browse the web. I can look at all of these things that make me happy. If I want to see a fox, I can look up a fox and look at it. If I want to talk to people, I can talk to people. The internet really is a beautiful place, and it makes me sad when I see bad things on it. We should treat the internet like our own nice, happy place. The internet should just be happy. That's just all I'm gonna say, and it really bugs me. So what else have I been doing recently? Apart from the baking stuff, I think it's mostly just been baking. That might be the only new thing. I've been playing some video games. I actually reconnected with an old friend of mine, who was my best friend for years and years, and we stopped talking and I was talking again, and it's actually quite nice. I really like her, she's very funny. So I've been having some fun time just playing games with her and talking to her. Two games in specific that I've been getting back into: Realm of the Mad God and Fortnite. I'm sorry. I'm probably not going to go back to playing Fortnite as much as I used to, but it's a really good game to waste like 10-20 minutes on, you know what I mean? 10 minutes on Fortnite goes by quite quickly, and Realm of the Mad God I can put my entire day into. I'm not recommending you play Realm of the Mad God. I think if you value your life, you should stay quite far away from that game. But I don't really have anything to do all day, so having a little distraction like that is nice. Anything else I've been doing? The walks have been nice. I've been just talking. I've been socializing a bit more. I've been talking to my mum quite a bit, which is one of my favorite pastimes of the day. Is just going downstairs talking to my mum about like dinner, how we've been, what we're gonna do. I'm also waiting for it's my birthday soon. I think I should mention that. My birthday is on the 2nd of October, and on my birthday I'm gonna probably go out to eat with my family, which is something I haven't done in years. I haven't celebrated my birthday since I was probably 12, and I used to, on my birthday, go down to Pizza Hut with my family, and we'd spend a little evening at Pizza Hut, which was really sweet, and I just haven't done anything for my birthday in years. For the last like 5 years, I've just spent my birthday in my room playing video games. Nothing really changes, but this time I'm gonna try reconnect with my family a bit. I'm gonna go to maybe Chinatown, pick up something to eat, just walk around London for a bit. It'd be a nice birthday. And then I'm gonna go down to the next day after my birthday. I'm gonna go down to Manchester and see my friend, and we're gonna go to a arcade called NQ64, which is this place where you play arcade games, and you also drink. So you have to be 18 to be in there, and I'm going to be 18, so I'll be able to go in there. We might hit up some clubs, and then I'm going to stay there for a few more days, just relax. Be nice to see my friend, and then come back, and then I'll be back. I'll try to do videos while I'm away. I'm not sure if she'll mind me doing them over there. These videos make me feel a bit better. They are very nice for me, and they help me get some stuff out there. So not being able to do them for a bit might be, I don't know, might make me a bit upset. Anything else to say? Not really. I've been looking into clothes. If anybody has any clothes I could buy, I'd like to know. Because basically my mum gave me, because I couldn't find out what I wanted for my birthday, my mum gave me a little bit of spending money to buy stuff with, and I want to spend it on clothes. So if anybody has any clothes I can look into, some cool clothes, let me know, because my birthday's coming up and I'd like some clothes for my birthday. And yeah, that's all I have to really say. Thank you all for listening to my stupid little talk. Here's Jolly. And bye. And thank you for I don't know, the 5,000 subscriber thing is still insane to me. Thank you all for showing me support, genuinely.